1, 2, 3.
Better now than never. Welcome to Cozy Womb Podcast. I am so sorry, y'all. I know it is Monday, and I know I'm late with the show, but the girl had a lot going on. This is Cozy Womb Podcast, where I talk about parenting as a mom, and I am the mom of the girls, okay? Only 2 girls, no more, okay? I wanted to talk about Disney love and how it isn't real, and how maybe we are at fault as parents, as adults, allowing our kids to watch these cartoons and shows and movies about quote unquote love and caring for people, and how it starts and how it happens in the middle and how it ends, and it's not always a good ending. And I think Disney had some great classics like The Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, Snow White, Lion King, and more. But in reality, love does not work like that. So as parents, I think we have to get real and have these true, authentic, transparent discussions with our kids on how people meet and how relationships work and how love works. And sometimes love will not work in your favor, and it doesn't make you less deserving of someone treating you nice and kind, and it doesn't make you bad or not good enough, but it's a process. And that's what I want to talk about today. Hopefully your Monday was good. My Monday was like a real drag. I couldn't wait to clock out. So let's talk. This episode is brought to you by Red Circle. Red Circle is a web-based platform for podcasters. It's free. You can promote within the Red Circle program with other podcasters. You can do advertising. You can monetize your show. You can have exclusive episodes. And most importantly, it's free, fast distribution, and it gives you all the analytics you can need as a podcaster. On top of that, Cozy Womb shop is open on Teespring. So go ahead there, get all your merch that you want: mugs, cups, shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, all of that good stuff. I also have Mama's Cozy Closet. It's just products and stuff that moms would like to wear while they're on the go and momming. Other than that, let's get back to the show.
Here we go.
Back to the show. So these new kids, I don't think they're really into Disney as much as I was into Disney when I was a little girl. I know my brothers weren't into Disney as much as me because they just felt like, oh, that's baby stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was the Kid Songs girl, the Care Bears, the TGIF girl. I liked all of the movies that would come on Disney on Friday nights or Saturday, like Polly, that had Keisha Putlum in it, and Felicia Rashad. That was such a good movie, and I just knew Disney movies were going to have protagonists, antagonists, someone who doesn't come from the best situation, a talented character, music, and compassion. That was the ingredients to Disney movies, right? So then you have VHSs, okay, which is something these new people do not know nothing about. So VHS on Bambi was classic. Mickey and Minnie show was classic. Lady and the Tramp, that's a classic movie. The original Aladdin, that's a classic movie, not with real life characters. The Little Mermaid, that's a classic. Hercules came a bit later as I got older. Tarzan came a bit later as I got older. Even like The Jungle Book, when they had like the real life characters in it. I am 34 years old and I still have a slight crush on Mowgli. Like, that man was cute. But at the same time, I shouldn't be thinking a man is cute as a child watching that movie. But I watched it. And I think for our children to see characters show compassion and care and be sad in movies and then get happy, and then it's like, happiness now and ever after, that's not real. That's not real. And when we start to mind train children to think like that's love and that's how love happens and that's what love should be, it gets really hard when young kids are in their teen years and they think, oh, this is going to ruin my life. This person doesn't like me anymore. My life is over. I'm never leaving my room. Or they get to like their 20s and they're looking for their Prince Charming, and men are feeling like, I'm a man, I need a woman. No, your 20s for your kids are for them. They need to focus on figuring out who they are and exploring their options in life in their 20s. I don't feel like your 20s are for buckling down and starting a family and getting married. Like, I don't think that's your 20s, even though a lot of our grandparents got married young, like in their teens. That's not the times now, right? That's not the lifestyle now. And people now, they get married and they fall in love for lighter reasons, material reasons, financial reasons. Before, when our grandparents got married, it was like for stability, for a foundation, to adult outside of my parents' house. And I think it'll be beneficial for parents and grandparents and mothers and dads to have a real discussion on real relationships and how real relationships take months to years to develop. How surface level relationships look cute, but friendships and consideration for people you care about takes time. And I think with social media, it suffers when our kids see it because they think, oh, I'm supposed to have that. Oh, I want that. I want somebody to look at me like that. I want somebody to do that for me. They got married. They must be so happy all the time. Look at their page. They're always happy. And that's not realistic. That is not realistic, right? And if your kids look at mom and dad in your relationship, I'm sure you guys are not happy every day. I'm sure it's not roses and peaches every day. So I think a realistic approach to what a good relationship is, what a positive relationship is, matters. And matters a lot. And you can have happy days, you can have frustrating days, you can have sad days, and you can still have the person you care about and take care of each other, period. Like, it shouldn't be, this is my person, they make me happy all the time. Fix your face, let's be happy in front of the kids. I know you're sad, but put on a smile for the kids. I know you're angry, but put on a smile for your kids. Act like you want to be here when you really don't. Act like you're not sick when you're really sick. Like, that's not real. And I think parents, try to guide our kids to a fault, to where our kids start to think like we're invincible and we're never hurt and we're never wrong and we're always right and we always know what to do. And the thing is, a lot of parents are parenting and figuring out as they go, and that's okay. A lot of parents don't know what they're doing, and that's okay, because we're always supposed to be learning. And a lot of parents are scared every day they wake up and they might run to the room of their children and hope that they're still breathing. Like, this is reality. And for us to continue to shove Disney movies and Disney love down our kids' throats with no real discussions or explanations, it can backfire. I believe it can backfire. So I want to have discussions with my kids. 2 days ago, Anya asked me, how do people get married? And I really explained to her how people get married. And I also explained to her in closing, so her mind was not wondering, why am I not married? Okay. And I think that discussion will help her, hopefully, in her thinking. And I don't hide questions and answers from my kids like most parents do, where they feel like, oh, let's not talk about that. Oh, you're not old enough to talk about that. If she's thinking it, I, as the adult, can break it down to her in a way where she can acknowledge it and have knowledge of it. Right? And I think as parents and as adults, that's my job. That's my position. So when it comes to like animals and magic, that is not what's going to make people stay together. Okay. And I am always trying to find a level of understanding in that where, this cartoon is cool. The fact that they have potions and shapes and colors, that's cool. But that's not really how relationships work. And that's not really how people grow together and get better together. This is how they get better together. This is how they grow together. And sometimes you're going to be wrong and somebody's going to still love you. And sometimes you're going to be right and somebody's going to be hurt. And some days you're going to cry and somebody is still going to love you. And there are going to be some friends that you have for a long, long time that you don't have anymore. Like even my friends, like I've had friends and we stopped being friends. And my kids will ask me why we stopped being friends. And I also break down the explanation to my kids because I'm not a fan of running away from the truth and reality when it comes to my children. I'm not doing it. Okay? I don't feel like that's going to help them be better people. And people that love you will and can leave you. And when you tell people that you love them, they do not have to say it back. And I try to teach my kids to be okay with that. And that's a reality thing. It doesn't make them a bad person that they don't say that they love you back. It doesn't make them a horrible person because they don't care or they don't mean that. It makes it a real situation. Okay? Also, have the discussions with your children because your children are not my children. My parenting is not your parenting, but find a way to incorporate your level of discussion. I think it's super important. My next point is society wants love to look like The Notebook. If you know that movie, no, it's not a Disney movie, but it's a staple movie when it comes to love and, ooh, that's so sweet, and she waited for him and he came back for her and they have a good love life and they're going to be happy ever after. And the reality is love that's that hard comes with pain. It comes with a long time of not knowing. It comes with people telling you that you're not smart for, still wanting to hold on to these feelings. It comes with ups and downs. It comes with doubt. And that's hard to explain to kids, but it's a reality factor when it comes to people and imperfect human beings. So my thing is, the more honest you can be to your kids, the better they will be off in life, period. All right. This is a short one, but a good one. I really wanted to, have my little vent session on what I think about Disney love and those Disney movies and Frozen and all of this stuff and the singing and the la, 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 la. It's not always la, 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 la when it comes to love. And do your child a favor by finding a way to break that down and explain it to your child that this is a movie. This is not real. This is not how people truly show love and dedication to each other. And talk to them about how you show up for dad and how you show up for mom and how you show up for your grandparents and how you show up for your parents and how you love and how you want to be loved, and ask them how they would like to be loved. Like, that's a true discussion. That's more of a connection. That's more of bonding and building than anything. And thank you for listening to Cozy One Podcast. And I'm sorry that it's so late in the day, but Mom is over here doing her thing, and I will catch you guys Wednesday. Peace. Bye.
Bye.
4, 5, 6. 7, 8.
It's time for another season of The Palmetto Porch, an original podcast from Discover South Carolina. I'm Devin Whitmire. Join me as I get to the heart of what makes South Carolina such a great place to visit by speaking to the locals who make it so special. Premiering December 5th, find The Palmetto Porch wherever you get your podcasts. And for more information about our show, visit scpalmettoporch.com.